morning, everybody. We are almost 4 months old. About 10 days away. So this is Kaylee. This is Skylar. Hi guys. I had the biggest scare just this morning. I was changing the babies, and usually I leave them in a onesie sometimes, you know, like all day, because you know it's just the easiest thing to do, because you know, as a mom, most of any of you would know that, you know, it's kind of like 2 pieces and stuff like that. Like normal clothes for adults would just not work for infants or just like newborns. It's kind of just like, it's just for show more when they go out and stuff like that, because really it's not practical. Like shirts always rising, dresses are always going up, whatnot. So anyways, so my babies don't cry too much. They're not very colicky. They're not colicky at all, actually. So they're pretty easy, and she didn't cry a lot last night, like, or even the day before. Like, she was actually pretty good. Like, every time she cried, she was either to be nursed, changed, or something, and then I put her down, and that was it, you know. So this morning when I was changing her, and I changed her diaper so many times, I probably must have missed it last night, because, like, you know, at nighttime you probably won't see it because it's kind of dim. Like, I turned on one of the other bathroom lights, so it's dim in there, and I missed it. And I saw it this morning, and there was like hair wrapped around her toe, and I immediately looked at it, and I'm like, I tried to, like, because behind it there was like a bunch of hair, so I wanted to try and pull it. I just touched a little bit, and then she screamed, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then it was like, it was so deep, but her toes weren't like purple or anything. They were just like really they were just kind of red. And so I went to grab a scissor right away, and then I just like kind of, she was just like, just when I was touching, she was just freaking out. And so it was 2 of her toes, like these 2 here, and I immediately just tried to separate her toes, not separate them, because if I pulled it, it would hurt her more. So I just slid the scissors in between, and I was so scared to cut her, but I was so scared to leave it longer. So I kind of just like, I did it as quickly, as carefully as I could, and eventually, like, it just started to relieve her, like the blood flow, like, started to go, and you could just tell it was already better for her. Oh my gosh. And I'm so scared. Like, I kept thinking there was more hair there, but you know, I kept looking carefully, and there isn't any. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Mommy's so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes it just scares me, because just to think about what would happen if I hadn't seen this. You know what I mean? Like, because she wasn't crying anything crazy this morning or anything like that. Just a usual cry. I woke her up. I nursed her. I picked her up. I nursed her, and she was fine. And oh, I know, baby. I know. It's okay now. I'm just sharing the news with everyone so it doesn't happen to them too. Thank gosh. I found it in time, and my babies are okay. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'll record again later to see how it looks, the progress. So this is about, like, what is it, 9 in the morning right now?
Yeah.
You know it's 9, Cassidy? Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys, possibly what happened. Okay, so this is like the onesie that they were wearing, something similar to this, and probably in the washing machine, you know, sometimes hair collects all together. Well, in our case it did, and it must have gone into the onesie. So what I did was, I was more cautious after, making sure that I was checking all the onesies, make sure there's no loose threads and stuff like that, because I know some onesies, some of our older ones, they had like loose threads in there, and so luckily I checked as well, because there's one onesie that we had that had loose threads. So just be cautious, guys. You know, check the onesies before you put their toes in. I know it's a lot of work, but maybe when you wash their clothes, my tip is to close off the onesie. It's a lot less chance of hair getting caught in here, because sometimes, you know, when you're washing clothes, I always just throw it like this in the wash, and sometimes when I've taken it off them, so it may even end up like this or whatnot. I don't know, like, I just somehow the hair got caught in there, And so just my advice is to zip up the onesies, button up the onesies, and yeah, to prevent this incident from happening. So that's just my tip. One more round. One more round. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready now? Here I come. I think I see someone right here. Hey girl.